There are three prices you have to pay if you're going to get into a place of greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for joining me on today's pathfinding session. Now look at this. I want you to look at something right now. So everybody is striving for greatness, right? Everybody wants to achieve something. Everybody wants to become a success story. Nobody wants to fail. Even the criminal wants to succeed in his crime. The person who is stealing or burgling a warehouse wants to be successful at that. So nobody is seeking for failure. Now, the question is, will everybody succeed? The answer, no. So today I want to demystify something. What would differentiate the successful individual 5 years from now and the failure individual 5 years from now? I'm talking of in terms of meritocracy, right? In doing what is right, not the person who is trying to steal or rob a bank, right? In doing what's right, what's going to separate the successful person, the person who eventually hits his target, who achieves his goals, who gets to a place of success, and the other individual who doesn't? What will be the separating factor? And I believe that today is going to be very illuminating to you. You're going to be learning so many things. So here's what I want you to do. Get as many people as you can see and find around you right now, right about now. Get as many people as you can see and find around you. Get your friends, somebody who you know is in quest for transformative knowledge, because that's exactly what you're about to receive. So, what will separate the person who succeeds from the person who fails? I believe, and I tell you this, I sincerely believe, and I'm not saying this out of my mind. It is something that is obvious, but yet hidden. Obvious, yet hidden. Because trust me, the world is going to be a better place if you're a successful person. I admire two qualities in you. Number one quality that I admire about you right now listening to me is the fact that you want to be successful. You're striving to make things better for you, and consequently, if things are better for you, then things will be better for people around you. And if things are better for people around you, then the world will be a better place, right? So you have that quality. You want to be successful. You want to do something better and make contribution in life. Great. And the second quality that I admire about you is that you know there are tools that can help you in that quest, which is why you're listening to me right now. So many people try to achieve greatness, and they're like a carpenter who doesn't know he needs an hammer, right? So they try to achieve greatness, and they don't recognize that there are tools that could make it easier for them, that could make the journey faster, not necessarily speedy, but then faster. Because you don't want to get yourself frustrated on the way. You may give up. Most people do give up. So you see people at the end of their lives with regret, dozens of regrets. I could have done this. I should have done this. I tried this and I failed and I couldn't try the next one. That's the story of most people. So if you listen to most successful people, they quitted. They stopped trying. They were not like someone like Thomas Edison, who tried over 10,000 times to give us the electric light bulb. 10,000 times. That's insane. But that's exactly what differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful. It is captured in the fact that there is a price to be paid. Period. There is a price to be paid. And if you don't get yourself to that realization, then I tell you this, before you tell me something, I tell you this, you are being sentimental. And you think that the universe will favor you because of your sentiment or your feeling, or you feeling pity for yourself. You pity yourself. There is a price to be paid. There is something that you get to do. If you are not where you are, then it simply means that you are not good enough to be there yet. That's it. If you are not where you want to be, if you are not where you're supposed to be, where you know that this is where I'm supposed to be, you found purpose. You found your path in life and destiny. You know this is where the universe is pushing me to. You are not yet there. There is something you are yet to know and do. There is who you are yet to become. You are not yet worthy to be there. That's why you are not there. Period. And if you get yourself on the same page with what I've just said, then you are ready to listen to me. If you can't get yourself to this same page, then this is the right time, where I wouldn't say you should quit, but trust me, I don't think that there is something you need to change about your mindset, because what I just said is fact. You need to get yourself on the same page. There is a price to be paid. You are yet to be worthy. That's it. The day you become worthy, there is a body of knowledge that results can't refuse. That's it about life. Once you become that person who knows those things and implements them, results cannot refuse you. So, I tell you this, brother, sister, ladies and gentlemen, there is a price to be paid. Now, I want to give us 3 prices that I believe that if you pay those prices, results won't be able to refuse you. It's impossible under the sun. It's impossible. And I say this without apology to anybody, unapologetically. It's impossible for results to refuse any individual who makes up his or her mind to pay these prices that I'm about to give us today. So this is a time where you need to gather people around you, right? You don't want to be selfish. What I'm about to say to you is going to be transformative. So gather people around you, your loved ones, so they will be able to listen to what you are about to hear right now. Prize number 1, you need to be developed. Mentally developed, to put it in context. Your paradigm has to change. You hear people saying success isn't worth the price, as though you have to sell your soul to the devil to attain success. They get it all wrong. There is a way to attain genuine success. And I'm not just limiting success to financial success. That, trust me, if you don't attain financial success, then your dreams are never going to come to pass, period. At least you're not going to live your life to the maximal capacity that is possible for you. You're most likely going to live at 10% of your potentials, which is not something you want to do. You want to pour out yourself in entirety as a drink offering to make maximum impact into the world. You want to import the things that are domiciled within you, translate them by becoming the person who is able to bed them on the earth into physical realities, right? And the price that I believe is one of the important prices that must be paid for any and every individual who will be successful in life is the price to be mentally transformed. You need to change your belief systems. You need to change your paradigm. You need to unlearn some things, to learn some things, and to relearn them. So you unlearn the negative, do nothing, destructive, toxic things that you've been inculcated with, things that are reverberating in your head right now. You unlearn them because they are not helping you. They are not helping you. Arrogance is not helping you. Pride is not helping you. If it's working for you thus far, then keep to it. I bet it's not. There are some things that you know that you need to stop doing that you can't stop doing. So here's the advice I'm giving you. Stop doing the things that you know are wrong and that you can't stop doing. And I'm not going to assume you know what is right. But there are some things that you're doing right now that you do well know they are wrong. Start there. Stop it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. From the trivial things, the way you treat yourself, the way you carry yourself, being parasitic, you know it's wrong. Stop it. Stop it. And I'm not going to deal with this parasitism later on in this video. So you want to stick around so you can get an elaborate discussion, or I believe I'm having a discussion really with you right now. You want to get an elaborate sense of what I mean by parasitism. So you need to change your mindset. Read books. Develop your mind. There is something you're yet to know. You need to be... The proof of passion is pursuit. You can't tell me you're passionate about something and you don't pursue it. Lie. Lie. I tell you, a total blatant lie. You're passionate about becoming a medical doctor, and you're not passionate about, you're not serious about pursuing it. That's a lie. So you need to pursue development. And I believe that this won't be our last encounter if you are such a person who has made up his mind to develop. If you are such a person who has made up his mind to be mentally transformed, this cannot be our last encounter, because that's exactly why the Pathfinders exist, to change the mind, to transform. We make physical impact here and there, going to schools, we do physical things, but then my job and the job of the Pathfinders really is to attack the mind, the human mind. There is something that needs to change. There's something that needs to change, especially in Africa. What will be will be. Who told you that? Who? Where did that come from? Whatever God wants to be will be. And I don't understand where that came from. But there are millions who believe that. Billions living with providence, faith, Lot, the bricks. They're just going in life. Your destiny is in your hands. You are the master of your fate. If you don't make concrete decisions right now, if you don't take destiny-defining decisions right now, I tell you, you're never going to arrive at where you're supposed to be. Not where you want to be, because you can easily be wrong about where you want to be. But there is a place. I believe everybody has a portion in destiny. There is an assignment for you. There is a purpose for you being here right now. There is a purpose for you listening to me. You didn't just come across this by accident. There is a purpose. There is a reason for everything. For every cause, there is an effect, and for every effect, there is a cause. So if you get that as a settled conviction, then you should understand that you being alive is not a mere coincidence. There is a solution you are meant to bet to the world. There is a contribution you are meant to bring to the world. And if you don't make up your mind to get yourself worthy, to get yourself developed to the point where you can be worthy to bet that reality on the earth, then you're most likely not going to do it. And you want to understand something. So you're going to step into a room. You feel like a total imposter. You feel undeserving. I'm not supposed to be. Everybody there is successful. You step into a room full of successful people. You feel you get struggling, right? You're somewhere, you're transiting. I like to believe that. You're transiting and you're trying to achieve success. So you get into a room full of successful people. You look around and you feel so undeserving. I'm not supposed to be. I can't wait for this meeting to be over. Let me just escape. You feel like an alien in the room. Ask yourself the question, why? Why do you feel like that? Why do you feel so? Why do you feel undeserving? Why do you feel you're not supposed to be there? Are they not humans? Are they not people like you? The answer is because, yes, you are not worthy. Period. You are not worthy. If you are the reason why you are here to get what you want is because you are not yet worthy. That's it. If you are worthy, you won't feel unworthy. And how do you get worthy? What differentiates you? What differentiates you and the person who you feel unworthy being around is the person's mindset. It's not the body. Look at it. This is flesh, meat, blood, bones. It's not the body. It's not the pounds of your brain. It's not. It's not even your physical health. No. It's the state of your mind. Your mind is what's been attacked. And society wants it that way. The world, the controllers, the satanic, controllers, and I hope you know and believe that all you see is not all there is, right? There are forces that don't want you to progress. Now look at this. If you become better and you become successful, you become great, impactful, if you are free financially, you're going to be a better person. And I tell you this, you don't know yourself until you become financially free. Period. You can never know your true tendencies. There are some people who believe they are humble. Yes, sir. Yes, ma. It always, you see them like this. They think they are humble. I tell you, most people who feel or believe they are humble are not humble. They are humbled. Humbled by their situation. Humbled by their position. Humbled by their circumstances. Humbled by poverty. Humbled by lack, insufficiency, dependency. They are humbled by life. But if you want to get a clear definition of who you are, not a vague definition, a clear definition of who you are, then finances and the freedom that brings is a necessary prerequisite, precondition for that. You need to get yourself financially liberate, free, right? And I'm not saying this is not what this section is about. I will link a video on the screen that will bring you an understanding of the steps, the necessity and the steps that will take you to financial freedom, at least to a place of comfort, not a place of survival. There are 4 realms in the financial stratosphere. The first and the most dangerous realm is the state of survival. That's the place where you're laboring from hand to mouth. You don't know what tomorrow holds. It reduces you to a lower animal. I tell you this. If you are in that state, I can tell you this. You are less than human if you are in a state of survival. And there is nothing wrong with starting from there. But if you remain there indefinitely, then that's your choice. That's your choice. There is absolutely nothing wrong. You can even start from lower than that. But if you remain there, then I tell you this. You made up your decision. You made up your mind. You've chosen. If you don't make up your mind to consciously find out what will take you out of that state, then you've made up your choice. But when you begin to get yourself in the journey that will make the transportation from that place to the top, to a place of comfort, which is the next stratosphere, a place of comfort where you're comfortable, you can get what you want, you can take care of yourself, you live comfortably, your family lives comfortably. That's a very applaudable realm, right? Because it takes effort to get there. It takes a certain level of mental transformation to get there. You are applaudable. And then after that realm is the realm of luxury, where you can be generous. Great realm, I tell you, that should be your target, a state of luxury, where you can give, you can be helpful, you can come to the palace of King Solomon with the might of Queen Sheba, right? With wealth, with great abundance. You can be financially impactful. You want to be there. And then the highest echelon, which I do not, in fact, I am totally against, is the state of extravagance. And yes, what separates luxury from extravagance? Extravagance is purposeless wealth, and luxury is purposeful wealth. So what differentiates the person who is operating on the realm of extravagance from the person who is operating in the place of luxury is not necessarily their financial ability. It's not their financial abundance. It's not the level of the money they have in their bank accounts or the wealth or the assets they have. It's simply a state of mind. Purposeless wealth, extravagance. Purposeful wealth, luxury. So you are able to live life comfortably, live life to a degree of impact when you are in a luxury place. And that's where you want to get. So your mind needs to change. All those things need to get into your head. You can't tell me what will be. This is Africa. Nobody goes far. The situation is not right. All those things are excuses. Trust me. But if you make up your mind to look at, okay, fine, the problem is there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying this. This is a fact. The problem is there in Africa. But then you need to get yourself, okay, fine, this is the problem. How can I defeat? How can I at least take myself outside? You can't help people when you are in their echelon, when you are in their midst. You can't help a struggling person if you are a struggling person, right? You can't lift when you are down. Get that straight. You can't lift when you are down. So you need to be able to get yourself out of that mess first. Out of that mess, and then you find out, okay, fine, I'm actually a good person. Do I really want to help people? Do I have the inclination of helping people, or I'm just being a people pleaser? Right? So don't make up excuses. Get yourself on a journey to get yourself out of that mess. And I'm not talking of only in the place of finances, intellectual mess, faith mess, life mess, depression. You need to get yourself out of all those self-destructive things. And it has to be deliberate. You need to transform your mind. You need to be mentally transformed. And the second price you have to pay, this is non-negotiable, is the price to build strategic destiny relationship. Let me tell you this. The fastest way to rise to the top is through relationships. Get that, period. The fastest way. Everything money can buy, relationships can buy for you. Everything. Think of it. A car, relationships can buy. A house, relationships can buy. If you know the right person, you getting a house is as easy as you having the financial capacity in your bank account. Everything money can buy, relationships can buy. And there are things that relationships can buy that money can't buy. Right? So you want to get yourself strategically connected. This is not arbitrary. You need to sit down and be strategic. Who? Where am I going with my life? Who do I need to go? No. Where is he? Where do I meet him? How do I get into a place where, and here is an advice I'm going to give you. When you want to build relationships, never go into a relationship building journey as someone who is in need. Never. If you do that, you become a slave. That's just it. If you get into a place where people see you as a parasite, and I said I was going to deal with this earlier, when you begin to seem parasitical to people, they avoid you, right? So when you build in relationships, you want to be a person who builds relationship as someone who is offering value. As someone who is offering value, and there is something you can offer, there is something you can do. Don't tell me you have nothing to offer. There is something. And don't go, not everybody needs your money. What do you have? There are people who have made so much money that there is nothing you can offer them really, financially. They don't need your money, but they need to live well. They need health. There is something. You are not a medical doctor. Fine, be a gym instructor. Just to get into the circle. You need to go into there as a person of value. That, believe me, if this is the only thing you take away from this section, then my job here is done. I tell you that unapologetically. If this is the only thing that you take away from our time here together, my job is to, I'll go to sleep fulfilled if you take this from me, because I bet you 5 years from now, you're going to be totally transformed. You're going to have so many relationships that you're going to look back and say, how did I get worthy of knowing this person? How did I get into the midst of these echelons of people? How am I worthy to be here? You gave value. You didn't go and say, I need, give me. You went to say, when you step into a room, when you want to build relationships, don't go and say, I need something, what can you give me? No. Go there and say, what can I do for you? That's it. Value. What can I do for you? Let them take from you. Let them take from you. Guess what? Blessed is the hand that giveth and the hand that taketh. That's not a babbling. That's not just a misstatement. No, it's factual. When you give, you are blessed. You know why? Because the mind of man is, in a way, programmed to remunerate. Now, here's what I mean by that. People feel guilty if you do something for them and they don't do something for you back in return. I just gave you a psychological fact. People feel guilty. Just go do something for somebody. He's going to feel so obligated to return the favor. So obligated without saying it. Do something from somebody and say, let's start with you. When somebody does something from you, you feel that sense of need, of obligation. How can I repay this person? Repay. That's the word. And guess what? What you give does not necessarily have to equate what you get repaid with.